Not even Dr. Rogers has seen it yet. But he will be excited. And I'm sure you have some other ideas too. But let's walk up. Don't show him yet. Let's walk up. And Carolyn can tell us how we've got this posted.
Oh, there, that's a good spot.
No, a little closer. Down, lower, down.
Oh, I don't know.
Up. Over. Yep, over.
Too close. Half a step back.
A step back. I'm going to turn it around and we're going to show you. Okay? What you're seeing right now, and I'm going to use my finger, is what our new enclosure and fencing would look like. The building is right here. You walk out to go to behind the scenes tour is what you do. You walk out right here. First thing you do, walk right out, is the gates that go to the pond and the waterfalls. Okay, right through there. See those? Okay, you go through there. Then you go out, and the first enclosure you see, which would be a new spot, is the Ted enclosure. That would be Ted's. Sharon made sure that was Ted's enclosure. Now, the benefits to having Ted's enclosure, there are many. First thing is he's a very popular bear. All of our bears are popular, but he's an extremely popular bear. The second thing would be the ease of him going from this enclosure. He'd get out a little more often, which is pretty neat. Third, he'd have a bigger enclosure, nice new fresh area, shade, because they can't show the trees around here, otherwise you wouldn't be able to see the fencing. But he would have nice shade. It'd be a dry area. We wouldn't have to worry about water coming down that hill. So he'd have a nice area there. Be much easier on his legs and his feet, and just overall nicer for him. Plus, he'd have a lot of people contact, which he really does like. And Sharon is constantly telling me that he needs it, and I know he does. And so do all of us know that he needs that. So then as you walk up to behind the scenes, there's that angle. The mound system's right there. By the way, there's Ted on his log. They even put that in there. Thanks, CLD Fencing. You did a fantastic job. There's another bear over here. Who was that, Sharon? She thinks it's Holly. I don't know. She must have a snotty look on her face. She gets a little bit. She's definitely the boss. Oh, is she?
Spencer, come down a little bit.
Come down a little bit, Spencer? Okay, he's getting excited. Okay, so now you walk up the fence. We're going behind the scenes. The first enclosure. Then there's the second enclosure, the third enclosure, and the fourth enclosure. They're sizable. They may not look sizable on this drawing, but they are very sizable. What this eliminates is our up above bunker area, because it's very hard for a lot of people to walk up there, and the bears that are up there never get a lot of people contact from our guests. So we always got to walk all the way up there and do that, and it's much, much safer this way for the bears. The terrain is better. It drains better. We'd have new drainage and everything put in. But as we hold that up, we can see the fencing. Beautiful fencing. We actually got a safe way. Now, Spencer, let's go to page 2, picture 2. This is a view from the other direction. This would be looking downward. And you would down? Okay. Down a little more. There we go. Okay, now this is looking down. You can see that the fences have a curve in for safety. It eliminates us having to have electricity. You can see that we got fencing out front that is about 30 inches away to 36 inches away, if I remember right. And that keeps our guests in a safe zone. Right now we've got a foot heel mark that we scrape all the way up and tell the folks, please stay behind this line. The beauty behind all this fencing is, as you'll see in the videos, is it really disappears in many ways. It'll be black, not this green, but it disappears and it allows you to have a full natural look. You'll see that in the TV pictures as we roll that. There's also 3D views of this whole area all the way down to the building. The only thing you're going to get a little bit thrown off by is the scale of the building to the fencing. So don't get thrown off there, because understand that they put this all together for us in a week's time. But it's very, very similar to what we'd like to see and what we want to bring to our board. But it's a beautiful, beautiful, safe area for the bears. It's very well protected. They don't have to be fully protected with electricity, which is another plus, a huge plus. We don't have to worry about them at all as far as getting cuts or anything happening to them because bolts are sticking out or whatever. Yes, it surely is. I know that when we seen the drawings, we were super excited because it's exactly how we have discussed this for quite a few years. And Sharon was heavily involved in this design, and we've explained it and talked to Dr. Rogers about it, and we've had many discussions on this at this level, and now we'll be taking this further up and seeing if there's anything else that we require or would need. But how exciting it is, and I got to tell you, Spencer, let's go have Carolyn, do you have the TV thing? Or Spencer, you can turn the TV on, and we'll get that rolling. But this is what we're kicking off. Can you see it? Am I holding it right? This is what we're kicking off and actually being able to show you something that is a view for you, which you could not have before. So the excitement comes by us being able to bring you a product and show you that product from CLD Fencing. They do beautiful work for zoos all over the world and country, and we're excited to be able to do business with them. Spencer's got it going right now. It looks a whole lot better than these printed ones. You can see back there what's going on. So as you're giving right now to the max, for Give to the Max, we can let you see what's exciting as we move that camera. Now, please bear with me, Sharon. I'm going to give them this. I'm going to move that camera in for you as I talk, okay? So we're going to experiment with this. Spencer, you want to move it in and I'll watch? Spencer's going to move it in because he's steadier than I am. Plus, he's had more sleep. So as we move that camera in and we zoom it up onto that TV, you're going to be able to get a great look. And this, just to remind you guys as I'm going into this is the first phase of our renovations as far as the bear enclosure goes itself. We started with our pond updates that you helped us with. You're going to see pictures of all the bears on this. Spencer's looking at the camera right now. We got to bring it almost in to the room there, remember? So you go right on the TV itself. And I think it was over there a little ways. Okay, he's getting it adjusted. He's shakier than I thought. Oh, no. We just need to... And I think we can move it in even closer. Oh, but we got to get them words in for thank you for your support, and the time will be back. Yeah, we're doing this on the fly so that you can see what's going on here. Oh, you just about had it. You're getting there. All righty. As we adjust it, you're going to see the bears. We're going to have to go through all this because we don't, unfortunately, we don't have a way to click through this. It's coming. Spencer's going in there right now to check on something. He's going to click on it. Look at that. There's Tasha sitting in her tub. Sharon, you want to help me with these bear pictures here? Sharon, these guys probably took one of these. But that's Tasha. She's, what a card, I tell you. Lucky. Is this our sitting sequence?
Yes.
But Spencer's going to go through it. I guess we can go to each picture. There we are. Welcome to Give to the Max 2021. It's starting over. Here we go. And we need your help this year with continuing to work towards getting our bears new fencing for our enclosure. Self-explanatory, but I just thought I'd read it. Okay, as it changes, our fence now, it looks real good. It's done a great job over the years. It's been great. You can see it, see how it looks. Gives you kind of an idea of how it looks today. There it is looking up the aisle. Still beautiful.
Notice the foot.
Notice that foot.
Heel
Yeah, notice it. Come on up, Sharon. Notice that heel groove in there that they all made. That's done with a heel. And it actually works good for water. Yeah. There's our fencing. The electric you can see on the top of it. Our fence has been heavily beat up over the years from storms and trees dropping on it and everything else. That's one of the enclosures. You can see the fencing through that. We're trying to show you the fence in the back side. You can see the electric wire. Sharon, jump in anytime.
This is how Tasha's.
but Holly goes in there also, and it's really neat to see the bears. And Lucky often uses his. He's down where Ted was, so he likes to sleep in his, but he kind of tears up the den.
Now we're looking up toward the bunkers up at the top of the hill. That's quite the grade. It's about a I think about a 9% grade, and it's really hard for people to walk up there. The people that have situations where they can't walk as far and stuff like that. So we're trying to make it a lot more friendly for them. Now here we go to the new fence photo examples, and it'll show you that. And this is where I get excited. Here it is. This is some examples now. This ain't the exact fence we're going to get. This shows you where they're doing work at different places. There's the fencing. That's a better example of the fence with only be curved in one way. There it is right there. It would not be that high, just so you're aware of that. It would not be that high.
This is high because they have cats.
Yeah, that's because they got cats in it, yes. The bears would only require, I think it was a 9-foot fence with a 1.5 foot curve in. So, but you can see those lions. I don't know if I'd want to feed them. The fencing, no, they can feed through the fencing. You can see the black fencing actually is less visible than the green. We're learning that it's more picture friendly by far. It disappears. You can, like right there's an example of it right there.
It's a good example of how the fencing disappears.
And with Photoshop today, you can take that out, right, Carolyn? Yep. Now here's the 3D rendering of the enclosure coming up. And we want to thank CLD Fencing for providing this video. But here's what it is. Pretty amazing. There's Ted. There's Holly. That gives you an example of it. It's minus the outside fence, the alleyway, but it gives you an example of what it is. Spencer took quite a few pictures of our area to give him an example of our grade and our whole grounds and everything that would go with that. Yep, there's Ted. He's on his praying log.
It is.
But you can see where Ted's is right there. The pond would be off to the left of that, is where it would be in the waterfall area, and he'd be probably about 35 to 40 yards away from that, which would be wonderful. And then the guests could see him all the time from even the balcony, and from the windows even a little bit, I think. Yeah, and Ted is that way. And Spencer, you want to say anything while we're looking at this? Feel free. What's that?
That's Ted taking a bath.
That's what Ted does for his bath time.
Hey, speaking of Ted, tell him about
this is just a little argument between Lucky and Holly. There's my little girl. Ted's teeth are actually whiter than all of our teeth put together.
Since he went to the dentist.
Yeah, since he went to the dentist, they polished him up and cleaned him up for him, and he has a new manicure too. So this is Lucky, and of course everyone knows that his favorite toys are sticks, so he was playing with one of the branches. He had broken a tree. Tosh in her tub. Got to have that foot kicked out. And there's our handsome boy. Always smiling. This is both of these are Ted. Ted was rubbing his head on the tree here. And sleeping.
That's a big pause. Hey, they trimmed his nails too.
I just told him he had a manicure.
Yeah, oh, that's right, a manicure.
And a pedicure, I'm sure.
I call it nail trimming.
This is Lucky.
He came back looking all sorts of good.
This is Holly marking.
That's the bathroom tree.
That's the bathroom tree. And Lucky playing with another stick. He's such a goof.
Should we update with the number?
We're waiting for an update too while we're doing this out there.
Yeah.
We got to keep all their supporters awake that are helping us out here. Just remember to give to the max. There it is. Give to the max. The only way it's kicked off officially at midnight, and the only way we're going to make that goal is with you folks helping us. And You know, we want the bears to be able to swim in happiness and, enjoy themselves. And right now, look at they're saying, help us, give us some more donations. We want to hit 40,000 so we can be well up over the $100,000 area, which are well on our way to being able to get fencing that you got to know is going to cost a lot more than that. But we're just needing that help. Spencer is now changing the thermometer. It's now at 22,187. We haven't went up a lot tonight, but a lot of people are sleeping. And we're going to be signing off here in a few minutes, so you won't see us, but we're going to leave you with this video, and we're going to adjust it to make sure it's good. And we're going to put another sign up there that tells you when we're going to be back on. But we will be back at 8 o'clock Central Time tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Bear time, Bear Center time. And it will be Spencer, myself, Carolyn, and Sharon. And then we got special guests coming in from 8 to about 11 o'clock. And then throughout the day, we're going to be doing some fun things this year because we're really excited to be able to be back together and be able to do this together this year. Are we not?
We are.
Huh?
Very much so.
So if you want to say good night.
Good night, everybody. See you in the morning.
Okay. Good night, everybody. See you in the morning.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you in the morning.
And thanks again to all of our volunteers that are out there right now that put this together. And we're going to leave you with this wonderful video. And we'll be back tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock to explain it. Please give. The deadest part of the night is when we got the best chance, which is all throughout this early morning hours, to get golden tickets because nobody's really giving too much during those hours. So if you're across the ocean, other parts of the country and world, you might be getting up here real soon, or maybe you're up already.
It's probably Marge. Marge is always up.
Hey, Marge. How you doing?
Marge, I don't think Marge sleeps.
All that, no. You know what, though? They are amazing, aren't they? But anyway, we want to sign off now.
Yeah.
Marge kicked them in over there. Let's get everybody going, and we'll get that number. Hopefully by tomorrow morning we're up to 30.
That would be great.
Wait, it is morning.
True.
By 8 a.m. I keep forgetting it's morning. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go home. I'm going to sleep on the way home in my car as I drive, and we'll be back here at 8 o'clock. So have a great morning, and I want to say night. Great morning, and thank you very much. Give to the max 2021. Bye now.
Night all.